Welcome, friends. Welcome back to Divine Designs 24. My name is Tammy, and I have a order here to fill, and I thought I would bring you along with me and show you what I'm going to do. This is a little planter. It's got a little hole in there for a plant. And I have an order for this. They want it in shells. No lights. I've done it sometimes with lights, with fairy lights, but they don't want them with fairy lights. They just want shells and resin. So that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to start filling this up with some shells. And I like doing the little eyes with these if I can get them in there. Oops, sorry about that. My 3D printer is done. Okay, well, I can't get it down in the eye, so I'm just gonna put those. They might end up going down there on their own, but that's okay. We're just going to start filling. I'm very careful on putting these in here because I do not want to scratch my mold. So I put these in here very carefully. These in here. What's nice is you use these shells up in here like this, and then you don't use as much resin. So I like to use a little bit different shells, different places where I don't want air bubbles in there. I think I'm gonna drop just a little bit of aquamarine color in here. I don't want it colored a lot, just enough to give it a little color. I wasn't sure how much to make. I couldn't remember how much this took. So I made extra, and of course, I will always use the extra for something else. Oh, that's going to be a perfect color. Look at that. Perfect. Just enough to give it a little watercolor. Okay, so let's drop some more of these in here and fill this up with some shells. These are all shells from my local beaches here in Florida where I live. I have been collecting shells for years, and it's fun to be able to put them to use. Let's see here. I'd like to be able to see those. Let's see how much we got here. Do it kind of slow so that way it has time to go down to all the spots without causing too much air bubbles. That's going to be the perfect color. I hope she likes this. Okay, I see air bubbles in there, so I'm getting those Just moving everything around. Get air bubbles out. There we go. That's gonna be so pretty. I love this snail. I think this is just the cutest snail. Okay, let me work on air bubbles here for a minute. Move these shells around. Sure we get resin underneath all of those. All right. I'm not going to put any blue in this one. It's just going to mix in with it. So it's going to be fine. And we will just pour this in here. And add some more shells. Works out good. I can get the resin around it before it goes down in there. It gets the bubbles out then. I think this is just the prettiest thing to do these with shells because it's a snail. All right, get that air bubble out of there. Rest of these small ones here. Add these in here. This one might be a little too big, we'll see. Nope, it's gonna fit right in there. Good. Let's see if this big one fits in here too. Yep. Get those to fill up that empty space where the resin's going to be. Take the air bubble out of there. And then we're going to work on some of these. There we go. Pop that air bubble out of there. And let's see here, what else we got? Got any smaller ones? We got this pretty one. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so pretty. Okay, one more here, and I think that's gonna do it. Just try to get the air bubbles out. Can fill that up the rest of the way, and I think that's gonna be it. Should we get all those air bubbles? Okay, I'm gonna leave this sit for a little bit and keep coming back to it and see if I got to turn. Yep, see there's air bubbles coming out because these are gonna float. There's air in them. Look at the air bubbles coming out. So that's gonna be okay. There's one. We'll get these air bubbles out of there. And that's gonna take me a little while. This is gonna take a little while to set up. I have a little bit of resin here left. I'm gonna make something with that and keep coming back with these. And I'll show you what I do with the extra. And we'll be back for demold. This is gonna be exciting. We're back for reveal. And I got this all done. We'll reveal him. And with my extra, I put, because it was just clear extra, I put some green sand in it and made little wreaths with my donut hole. It's a donut hole, I think it's for fondants or whatever, but I'm using it as little wreaths because for Christmas I'll be making stuff up and I'll need some little embellishments. So these are all gonna have little bows and little colored balls on them for like lights and stuff. So that's what these are gonna be for. And I might as well go ahead and start making stuff up because it's gonna be time to start doing Christmas stuff before you know it. My Christmas in July is done, but that was fun. It was kind of fun making a few Christmas things. But now I have some little wreaths for my embellishments. All I do is just clean them all up and they'll be all ready. So we'll get those all pushed off to the side and we'll look at this little guy here, or little girl, whatever we want to make her. So we'll get this taken off here. There we go. Wow, this is going to be pretty. I love using shells in these. Trying to avoid putting alcohol in this if we can to get this off. There she comes. There she comes. All right, come on. I don't want to pull her eyes off. I've never done that, but I've seen other people do it where they pull the eyes off, but I don't want to do that. Oh, look at there. Isn't she adorable? Get this turned back out the way it's supposed to be. Gotta take care of my molds. They're an investment. There we go. That's all set. Look at there. Isn't she beautiful? There's a couple air bubbles in there, but that's okay. Dirt's gonna go in there anyway. You're not even gonna see it. And there's a little bit of trimming that's gotta be done here. But that's all right. I can get that. Trim it all up, make it look pretty. This tool is the best thing. It works so well. You just have to be patient. Don't try to dig real hard. Just take little bits at a time, and it'll trim up really nice. There we go. Get that off of here. All those little pieces, and we'll get her painted up here. I got the markers out to paint up her face. Gonna get her and give her some eyeballs. My stick for my paints. Get my paint started. Okay, let's get her eyeballs painted here. She's got a little dot right in the middle to make the white. So I just have to color in this black. And then give her a little white dot right in the center. We'll let this black dry before I put the white on there. Here we go. Now let's see. Trying to decide if I want to use this gold. Okay, we'll just go around this little shell here. And I'm just going to highlight the lines on it. There's little lines on the shell, so we're just going to highlight the lines so you can see the shell. But I don't want to cover up the shells that are on the inside because those look so pretty. There we go. Section there, just to highlight the shell up here. There we go. Gotta give her some pretty lips. There, now she's got some pretty lips. I gotta get the white out. Do her little white dot in her eyes. There. What do you think? Isn't she adorable? It's got her face all done up. She is adorable. Cute little red lips. Look at all the shells. How the shells look in there. That turned out beautiful. I'll put a plant in the back of this. And I'll take some pictures. And that'll be it. Isn't she adorable? I love her. Leave a message or a comment down below. Let me know what you think of her. I think she's so cute. She's adorable. She was really, really fun to do. And I'll put her, the link to her to Amazon. I got her off of Amazon. So I'll get put the link in for you. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye now.